for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, echo.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Coming. 58 is the mic. 58. 58 is the mic. Let's go. Let's go. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crossing.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ortiz. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 more yards. That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Gun. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
And 58 is the mic.
51, Sam.
Big ass.
Check.
Under 10. 10.
Gun.
58 is the mic. 58.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 36.
20.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun.
I got him.
From the 29, Ryan looking for the end zone. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 29 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
45. Red.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Rivers now to throw on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Three bud. Check. Whip. Watch the whip.
Wait.
Ito Smith, his first carry.
Run.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready, blue 80.
Mike, 58, right there. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hatchet.
Hey, check. 11. 25 tonight.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Set, 390.
Play action now. Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Off the screen. 6-6. Pull it high. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want
Gun.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Check pass. Mike's 57.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, free players.
They snap it at one. Now Ryan. The guy's man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
54, south. Go.
Watch the ship. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
I'm trying to collect.
21. Watch the twins.
From the shotgun, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, Delta!
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 35 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! I'm coming! 54, south!
Watch twins! Watch twins! Kill!
Blue 80,
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. 21.
Turn up. Kill.
Hey, exit.
'57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
25.
Now it's Ryan. Steps away, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, go Orange. Hey, Zoo. Get hit.
Throwing Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rivers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Strong right. Everyone.
Hey, 59, ready.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
39.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, free clear.
Slam.
A first down carry for Smith. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
50 yards to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Ortiz. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Twenty.
57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Hey, orbit.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. No chance.
Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Face.
flow.
Hey, express!
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Hey, Delta!
Let's go, D.
Here's Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
51! Hey, Alpha!
31's the mic.
Check!
Tight dog.
Get out!
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rivers going for it all. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 28 yards. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Ready, blue lady! White 25!
Rep.
Check! 21!
31's the mic.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, bye-bye. Bravo!
31's the mic. That's a run. They're running it. 31's the mic.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
High 7.
Throwing now is Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to roam now. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Gordon. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
180, 390.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a